Part I had explained about first two type of chapatis. One is a chapati which is similar to a Parsi paratha, and the others is with two type of puris. Now this is the third type of chapati in which while kneading we use a lot of oil, and when it is on the tawa you don't use a single drop of oil. This is the third type of chapati which is also prepared in Goa, and you have to knead it at least for 2 minutes. Every ball has to be kneaded for at least 2 minutes before you roll the chapati. This is how we roll the chapati. In this case, you use a lot of oil, but when it is on the tawa, you don't use a single drop. This is how. Now this chapati is fried, roasted on either side, and once you remove it from the tawa, then you smear it with ghee. But when it is on the tawa, there will be no such thing as no oil which will be smeared on the chapati, and then it is eaten with ghee, pure ghee and sugar, which is called tup sakarichi chapati. It puffs up like this. The chapati puffs up. And the fourth type of chapati is similar to this, but in that case you apply oil all over the chapati when the chapati is on the tawa. One has to press the edges so that the chapatis get roasted well. This is how you have to smear the chapati. And it is eaten with sugar. It has to be eaten when it is hot. This is the last type of chapati, the fifth type, in which there is no oil that is used in the center. It is just rolled like a roti, and this is generally made by the poorer sections in Goa, wherein they save on the oil. This is the last type. So no oil has been used in the center of the, while rolling the chapati. One has to take precaution that one does not eat this chapati when it is cold, but it should be eaten when it is hot, piping hot, because we use bindel, that is kokum butter, and the chapati tends to harden when it is cold. People in Goa also advise to use bindel or kokum butter